The next creature we're going to talk about is that of the Kraken, also known as the Leviathans of legend. So these guys are ancient weapons created by the gods. They slumber now in the deepest abysses of the ocean and awaiting their time to rise and dominate the world. So they're extremely smart and they're extremely strong. And most of these guys do have little interest in the immortals themselves, and they usually terrorize civilizations that they live nearby. And since they were created in the ancient times by the gods, they are very strong. And sometimes, they just kind of do what they want now that the gods don't really call on them anymore. So we're going to go and look at their layers and then their stat blocks and all that different stuff. And how you can use them in your campaign. So first off, we can look at the layers. Layers are pretty cool on it, I think. So they're ocean tyrants, so they actually dominate all beasts within 1 mile. So that might be a really cool way to introduce, like, if you have a ranger with you, like their beast might get tamed or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. They also just have Sea of Storms again, so it makes it requires no components to actually cast control weather. And then we're going to look at their stat block. So first off, we can go and see that they're actually kind of powerful. They're CR 23, so keep that in mind. They have 18 AC, 481 hit points. They're from 120 swimming, so good luck trying to outrun these. And they also just have so many immunities: lightning, cold, fright, and all that stuff. They are amphibious, so they can live on land or sea. They have legendary resistances, siege monster, multi-attack that does an average 24 damage, and grapples, so that's pretty crazy. They can also just fling, and it's DC 25 saving, which is a little crazy as well. And that fling does an average of, 18 damage, and it knocks prone. They also just have lightning that they can shoot, does 33 damage, 23 saving throw. They can also just swallow you. They really wanted to. DC 25, dexterity saving throw, 23 hit damage, and then, that does an extra acid damage and all that different stuff. And then they also just have legendary actions too, that do a crazy amount of damage. Lightning, and then they also have Toxic Ink. So guys, when using these your campaigns, I would suggest not using them until your party's like level 15. This is a very strong monster, especially to deal with. That's the lowest I would probably go. And the party probably should not face it in its lair. That would be just insult to injury. And I think these guys are just creatures of legend, and you should only use them if you're prepared to use them in your campaign. Anyway, kind of crazy, kind of cool. Consider using them in your campaign.